Morning, Steve Fried in Chicago with the morning grain comments. Markets are a little bit lower with beans down 3 cents, corn down about a penny, and wheat down 3 cents. Outside markets, stocks are higher, continuing their trend of higher closes. There is some more talk that Fed will cut rates in September, which is also helping gold prices. Dollar's a little bit lower, crude's a little bit lower, and technically some people feel that crude needs to pull back a little bit, maybe in the high 70s from its recent high levels. We did get some numbers yesterday as far as trade guesses. The trade's looking for eventually a corn crop of 14.9 versus the government's 15, a bean crop of 4.424 versus the government's 4.450, and carryouts in corn 2049 versus 2022 for this year. Next year 2312 versus USDA's 2102. In the beans 355 versus this year's 350 USDA number, and next year 449 versus USDA's 455. Wheat carryout 788 versus the government's recent number of 758, and a wheat crop of 1909 versus USDA's 1875. China news basically negative to our markets, with their consumer prices not increasing as much as some people had anticipated, suggesting slower domestic demand for food and maybe even for feed. China's still not buying U.S. beans. Brazil corn futures continue to make new lows on the lack of demand for exports, especially out of China. We've got the domestic corn Dalian, soybean futures, soybean meal, soybean oil, palm oil, and corn all drastically lower, offering some concern about imports. In the wheat market, was trying to find some support on the fact that the Black Sea weather conditions continue to be drier and warmer than normal. The Matif wheat futures rallied on concern about the quality of their wheat crop, but it didn't seem to help U.S. futures dramatically. When we look at global August wheat import demand, it seems very thin. And right now, the best price is out of the Black Sea. So that's not really helping the wheat market either. So right now, yesterday, funds kind of sold the bean complex, trying to catch up to their record short in corn. They really didn't have a net change in the corn, and they bought 3,000 wheat futures. So here again, a little bit easier tone, and we've got the report from the USDA on Friday.